A few things to go over when hooking your trailer up. If it's sometimes we hook to the orange trailer, it's got a spindle hitch. Obviously the hitch itself will sit in here, or the eye. This pin will go in, and this will come down. I know this is somewhat obvious, but just in case, for the sake of training, make sure the pin's all the way in this down, and then you'll have a little keeper pin to make sure this can't slide over. You'll want to cross your chains, like the safety chains, left to right, right to left. Make sure your lights are hooked up and all the lights work. You'll double check everything. If you got a loaded skid or whatever it is, make sure it's chained down properly at 4 points. Basically each corner, chains and everything will be either in the box, or you might have to snag them from another trailer. If you're running the dump trailer, you'll have your hitch down here, which should be in the side box, and you go ahead and crank everything down or up, so to speak. Once you crank it up, crank this piece as far up as you can, and then this right here, you pull it, and this is basically spring loaded. Again, it's obvious to a guy like me, but for the sake of training. So make sure you got this folded down once it's on the correct size ball. Once that's down, slide this in there. You can't jackknife it too far to the left, because the apron will catch on here. If you're loading material, you want you don't want all your weight on the hitch. You kind of want your load centered, but you want more weight up in the front than you do in the back. You don't want a bunch of weight out on the back. Your trailer will get squirrely. And if you're loading a skid, you always have to back it in. You never want to head it in, and you don't want to back all the way against here. We've obviously had guys that have not paying attention, they back all the way in, but you want the majority of your weight towards the front, so you do want to get it up to this point. You want to chain 4 points. You got your chains and your binders, and chain at 4 points on the skid. And obviously you don't want material spilling over. If you're loading material, doing a cleanup, you want to try to clean it up as good as possible. There's always a broom and a shovel on here. And once you haul material, obviously you got your tarp right here, and the controls to dump out once you get back are inside the box. You have extra stuff in here too. You tie down straps or whatever. And when you dump, make sure the gates, either you can unlatch it down here, where it'll be like basically a swing style gate when you're dumping out. I typically just go ahead and open the barn doors, both of them. Just make sure that they are actually latched over here. Once you open them, you got these hooks right here to latch them to. That way when you're lifting the bed up, the gate's not getting tweaked on the material or whatever. And your ramps are down here. Make sure these are always in here, because these ramps will fall out. So